Hey YouTube, just wanted to talk about my experiences here in 2018 for the Amazon Prime Day. And of course, it's not really just one day, it's now a 36-hour event, so a day and a half event. I do kind of worry a little bit that they're going to keep on making this a bigger and bigger event every year. And before you know, it's going to be a 2-day event and then a 3-day event and then a whole week event. You know, it'll be called like Prime Week. And I think it'll kind of water down the special nature of this event. So I am hoping that maybe in the future that they'll kind of cap it off, you know, at maybe like what it is now, that they won't go much further in time. At the same time, I do enjoy having the extra time to be able to research products and to look things up. So there's kind of a, pluses and minuses with having an event that continues to get bigger and longer every year. Now, first off, in the first 2 hours, the site crashed continuously, at least for me, on my cell phone. And I have pretty good cell phone coverage where I'm at now. I'm actually in between two cell phone towers. And so I got good reception just from walking around the house or the yard for the most part, because I can hit either one of those towers pretty well. And so it wasn't so much that I had any kind of cell phone reception issues. It was just basically the site was overwhelmed and it just kept on crashing. And so after a few hours of that, I was able to kind of get on there and actually do some research. And what I found was there was a lot of things that were already sold out. I mean, a ton of stuff was sold out. And I just don't know if it was just because of a very high volume of sales or they just didn't have a lot available. But there were a few items that I would have bought, but they were just sold out. And so that was a bit of a frustration for me personally, because some of those things I really wanted quite a bit. I did secure about a handful of items, some for family members and some for the channel here. So very cool. I am very excited, and I know actually that I got really good deals. These are items that I kind of priced even going back as far as a few months ago. And I've been watching the trends of the price and doing more research on the items. And so I feel very, confident about buying these, and especially at the price. It was a very good deal. Pretty much all the items that I bought were bought at prices that were lower than I've ever seen before, or they equaled the lowest price that I've seen before. And so that's all very good. Now, in terms of the whole experience of the Prime membership, I've never had one before. And so all that I did was join the free 30-day trial. And I do have plans on canceling that trial membership here in a few days. I don't really have a need to have a Prime membership. I don't buy enough stuff really to make it worthwhile. And I don't have any interest in any other services that they provide. So that's just for me. Maybe it's different for you. But I was very impressed that within a few hours, literally in a few hours of placing the orders that I did make, they were already sending me a tracking number and saying that they were shipped out, which I don't even know really how you physically did that fast. Because I would imagine there's a lot of orders, probably not only thousands, but possibly millions of orders. If you're talking about, countrywide, or, if you're talking internationally, easily probably millions of orders. It's very impressive of all the things that they did have available and some of the prices. But in terms of the overall picture of did they really have like everything that I was wanting at a price that was right, I'd say no. It was about a third of the things that I looked up were at a price that was really good. The other things were just either not on sale or they just really were very slightly discounted and it wasn't really worthwhile. So, it's not too bad. I got about a third of the items that I wanted. And then there was like, I'd say maybe 2 items for sure that I really wanted that were on sale that had prices that I've never seen before. Like there was one pair of binoculars that it was like 55% off. And these binoculars were amazing. They were just awesome. But by the time that I actually got them to the checkout and I was trying to buy them, they were already sold out. But check this out. Were they really sold out? Because I looked it up just a few minutes later after they supposedly sold out, and they were back in stock, but at regular price. So what happens for a lot of these items, if not maybe almost all of them, they allocate a certain percent of their physical inventory for the Prime event, for these deals. And then after that particular amount is gone, or the deal expires, then the listing gets reset back to the default, and it just shows you that, oh, it's back in stock, and it's at full price. So when they say that things are sold out, it's only sold out in the allocation of what was made. So that, I think that kind of answers a lot of questions that I've been getting lately about that, because they're saying, hey, it was sold out, but then it's back in stock, and how did that happen? So I think that's what's going on. But I just want to open this up to you and ask you, did you try to shop during this event this year? What kind of experience did you have? Did you feel like that there were good deals or not so much? Yeah, and even if you want to just even share a few of the items that you bought, that would be awesome as well, including the price. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to be curious about, the prices that you paid. I think for the most part, my average discount was anywhere from like 30% all the way up to about 60%. So it's a pretty good range. I'm pretty good with that.